If you have heard people tell you, in order to bounce back, in order to make most out of it, in order for you to lead the day and not the day leading you, they say, be in the present moment. Now the question is, we all try to be in the present moment. And some of you are experts in terms of mindfulness and meditation. You guys do better because you have been practicing it since long time. People who are in the 30s, 40s, they feel, oh, I wish I had more time. And then slowly when you get yourself in your 50s, 60s, you feel, oh, it's my time to meditate. That's been the normal routine. How many of you agree? Right? After 50, slowly you see, I become spiritual. And I don't know why, guys. Right? To me, spirituality is all about spreading love, loving each other, loving things around you. Why can't we be spiritual at this point of time? Doesn't matter whether you're in 20s or your 30s or your 40s or your 50s. So the most important thing is, how do we make sure we live in the present moment? How do we lead this moment? How do we be aware of this power of now? Seems tough, but to me, it's doable. It's doable. And this is where your power of observation is going to be key. Your power of observation is going to be key. And we are going to learn in the next 5 minutes the power of observation. Okay, I want you to do this, guys. I want you to close your eyes first. Close your eyes first. Sit tall like a mountain. Sit tall like a mountain. Have a smile on your face. Tall like a mountain, guys. Mountain, the greater, right? Tall like a mountain. Yes, we all can. We all can. The world is waiting for us, guys, for 2021. Tall like a mountain. And don't worry about your past. Your past will never guarantee your future. You have to work on it, guys. So tall like a mountain, tall like a mountain. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. You will get a lot of thoughts. Wonderful thoughts. Not so great thoughts. That's fine. Thoughts are like clouds in the sky. They will keep moving, guys. Take a nice deep breath. Make some noise through your breathing. Thank God for giving you one more year. Don't think about me. Don't think about your fellow participants. Don't think about what you're doing now in terms of bounce back. Just think about yourself. Give that little time to yourself. Think about how beautiful God has made you, how unique God has made you, how special God has made you. If you don't believe in God, don't worry. You believe at least in yourself that you are the most unique in this world. You're the most special in this world. And this is not motivation. This is the truth, guys. Now, when you are in this mode, try to observe things around you by closing your eyes. Think about it. In the room where you're sitting now, what are the things which is there right now? Don't even look at things. There might be a painting. There might be a set of paintings. There might be books around you. There might be something which you have not seen since long time. You never observed it. Think about the oldest thing which is there in the room. The oldest. Think about it. A lot of you might say, oh, my spouse is the oldest. Right? Take out spouse from this equation for a moment. Think about those objects which is around you. And think about the most latest addition in terms of objects. Think about the most oldest and the most latest. Remember, you are surrounded by such lovely things. It can be plants, it can be greenery, it can be such lovely things. It can be your favorite mug, by the way. Take a nice deep breath. And slowly open your eyes and write down those two things. Write down those two things in a piece of paper. Don't even look at now things around you. Write down those two things which you feel is the oldest thing in that room and the most latest addition in that room. And I want someone to talk to me and tell me whether you got it right or whether you have not got it right. Who can tell me? Lovely 32 participants, tell me. I want to talk to you.
Yes, Kaushik, can I?
Yes, Madhavi, go for it.
Yeah. I think you can see in my thing, like this is the oldest fridge what has been used since 35 to 40 years, but it is looking as new. But
Wow.
latest to the latest technology, they have been using this one to upgrade it. So there is no difference in that, but it is only the difference of the matter of usage.
Very good. Very good. These are the two fridges are like two brothers there.
Yes.
Right? Standing next to each other. Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so you got it right because the objects is so bigger. Huh? Okay, tell me something else. Thank you, Madhuri. Thank you. Okay, Manali, what did you notice? Manali, you're talking to mute.
Yeah, I have the new object is this cup. So I just purchased it just before Christmas. Um, and the oldest thing that I have is my husband's logbook. And that's the oldest thing that I know in this room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. Wonderful. And did you do that when your eyes were closed? Did you when you
Yes, because it was right in front of me on the table. I was very excited about the mug. So nowadays I've been sipping a cup of tea only on this in this mug because I got it on discount specially. Uh, you know how ladies are. So that's the first thing that came to my mind when you told me, let's talk about a new edition." Yeah.
Sunita, tell me, what did you find?
Hi Kaushik, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning from a very cold and rainy Delhi. Okay, so for me, when I closed my eyes and I visualized, so because I'm just 2 years old in this flat of mine, so the first thing that I was thinking about was the shelf I had put up for the prayer place. So that's like the oldest because that was the first thing that was built as part of the when the house was being done. The furniture came much later. And then the oldest thing, not exactly in the living room, but what I sit and look at in the morning is the money plant in the balcony of the lounge. So that's like the newest thing. But then I also thought more metaphorically, and it was like an old me and a new me as well from what I was like 2 years ago, 1 year ago to what I am today. But objectively, the shelf for the prayer place and the money plant, because that's like my view in the morning when I look out and see the trees and the greenery. So that's the oldest and the newest.
Wow, very good. Very good, guys. Very good. Let's clap for each other. Let's clap for each other, right, for doing this along with me. So, the first lesson of the day, guys. Yes, you are surrounded by a lot of humans, but remember, you are still in the home. And they say home is your temple. How many of you agree? Your home is your temple. How many of you agree? Make sure that you love things which is there in your home. There is a reason why these things are there at your home. When you look at these things, it will teach you mindfulness. It will tell you to be in the present moment. You love everything. You know what? You have been picking these things since ages, by the way. Since ages, you have done so many trips. You have got into so many, I would say, these shopping complexes where you have been loading a lot of things at your home. Some of these things you have not even seen, by the way, but it exists in your place because of a reason. And in Europe, in especially places like Denmark, there is a technical name to this, and that's called the Hygge lifestyle. The Hygge lifestyle, and it's spelled as Hygge. Hygge. And the whole concept is my best bed seat, my best cup, my best jacket, the best ambience at home. It can be candles, it can be anything which you love, guys. If you can create that, remember, your home is your temple, and you need to make sure that it is well decorated based on what you need. That's the best way for you to be in a mindfulness state. Be mindful about things, to be happy about things, because when you're surrounded by good things, you'll always feel good. So it is not just living things, but non-living things can add a lot in your life, guys. That's my first lesson of the day. How many of you like it? How many of you like it? How many of you like it? Cool. Arunji has got, if you see, the best of the flowers. Can you see his house, by the way? He's painted based on his favorite colors. He's got the best of his jacket, right? You have to be the best version of you. Everything around you should be the best, guys. As simple as that. And it will help you to bounce back. When you are in the best, when you are in your best of the forms, you'll always bounce back. As simple as that. Now, after non-living things comes your mind. And as people fondly say, human beings have got something called as a monkey mind. How many of you agree? We have been blessed with a monkey mind. A mind which travels everywhere, doesn't stay. Right? And we have been pushing your mind a lot more. And a lot of leaders talk about training your brain. And the input, can you tell me, what is the input to your mind? What is the input? Everywhere there is an input, there is an output. It's logic. What do you say? What are the inputs to your mind?
Inputs are the information that is happening around us. Everything that we have.
Okay, information. Okay, information is an input. What else, guys?
Experiences that we have in every day-to-day life.
Experience is an input. Okay. Okay, what else, guys?
Observations.
Observations. What else, guys?
Your interest.
Your interest. Wonderful, wonderful. Very good. So you guys are on the right track. Now, you might have observed that everything which you have told, once, these are more like initiators, guys. These are more like initiators. These are more like triggers. The input to your mind is nothing but the process of thinking. The process of thinking. With all these triggers, you start thinking. They say, think before you act. You don't have to say that. Your mind automatically does that. Your mind automatically does that. So if you have to really bounce back, you have to take care of your mind. And if you have to take care of your mind, you have to take care of this input first. And this input is all about the process of thinking. There was a survey which was done by the University of Stanford in 2014. Human beings were asked, do you know how do we think? Do you know how do we think? 94% did not know how do we think. 94% of people did not even know how do we think. Now, if we don't even know how do we think, how can we master the process of thinking? Because the quality of thinking can make you, if your quality of thinking goes very nice, right, very good, right? You think really well the way you want, everything around you would be so good. You will be able to concentrate on yourself. But the irony is, no one even knows how do we think. Can anyone tell me, how do we think? Of course, a lot of people say, what is that question? We think. But how do we
I think it's more impulsive.
I like the way Kavita said, how do you think? I think it's more impulsive. Okay. I love it. Okay, yes, it's more impulsive. More impulsive. That's the answer, guys. It's more impulsive. Okay, ready for the second activity? Ready for the second activity? I want you to take your pen. Show me your pen. Show me your pen. Show me your pen. Show me your pen. Everyone got a pen? Okay, some of you have not taken notes. Okay, I'm becoming like a teacher now. Okay, so I want you to now do something very unusual, I would say, right? Unusual. I want you to take the pen and take a notepad. Take a notepad where you have not written anything, in a blank page, and just take the pen and start writing something which I'm going to tell you. Start writing something. So you're in the position where your hand with the pen on the paper, right? Everyone ready? Everyone ready? Everyone ready? Now this is where you're going to do something unusual. You're going to write with your eyes closed. Did you hear that? You're going to write with your eyes closed. Okay, now I close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. And give you 1 minute. I give you 1 minute now. Again, take a nice deep breath before every activity, guys. This is about you. Bounce back is all about you. And if me, Arunji, and Shekhar, if we can make sure that you spend a little more time along with us, looking at you and what can be changed, that's a wonderful thing as an output for the day. So yes, everyone ready? Everyone close your eyes. People are not on the video mode, close your eyes. And now start writing. You need to start writing whatever your mind is thinking at this point of time. Start writing, guys. Start writing. Start writing. Don't worry about your handwriting. Start writing. Whatever it comes. Positive, negative. According to you, it's negative. That's okay. According to you, it's positive. It's okay. It can be weird. It can be like, what is Kaushik speaking, by the way? What is he making me do? Why are some other participants not writing? It can be anything for that matter. Whether my spouse is making something for lunch, I am here today in this training program. I know I'm giving you ideas. But whatever comes to your mind, keep writing, guys. With your eyes closed. Don't worry about your handwriting. And have a smile in your face when you're writing. Perfect. Slowly and steadily, now you can open your eyes. Now look at your handwriting, how beautiful you have written. Wow. Some of you might be finding interesting how with even closed eyes I wrote so well. How many of you agree? How many of you agree? Now tell me, guys, if you're with your closed eyes, which is so abnormal for you, if you can write so well, what do you think about yourself now? Anyone? Any comments? Anyone wants to share anything? What was the process? What was that you're going through? Devya, Sunita, Kavita, Madhvi,
Yes,
talk to
it is an exercise what I have been giving to my children to improve their concentration and visualization, so that they can grasp or whatever, like if they are into their studies or if they are going somewhere out. So this is an exercise what I use to make them to write in a abacus training. So I think I have done, because I'll not allow them to write or see anything. So it is an exercise for me. So where I can have my thoughts like put into my paper.
I also feel that when your eyes are closed, you are looking totally inwards and there are no extra anything which is coming from outside influencing you in general. So whenever you're writing with your eyes closed, I think you are more uh, looking inwards and writing exactly what you feel.
What I felt was like usually when we do something, we always react as per our environment, whatever is there in our surrounding. But when I was writing with my eyes closed, I was only with me, like only me and my thought process, and like it was completely me. Whatever is there inside me or what was there working in my brain or head, I was just penning it down.
wow.
Hi, Kaushik. So
Yes, Ka.
in my case, Kaushik, I was more fine-tuned to the surroundings. So if my eyes closed, that there were no floating thoughts like clouds. I was just privy to, okay, I heard the thunder, like because it was like a huge, massive thundering sound right now. So no thoughts going on, but just what was happening in my surroundings, no matter how much I was trying to focus. So for example, when you were talking and you said, okay, the spouse is there. So that kind of like made me laugh. So there was like, I was trying to think, okay, what am I thinking? But there was nothing else thinking. I was just completely privy to whatever I could hear from around me. And that's exactly what I wrote.
Wow. Very good. Wonderful. Anyone else wants to share? What
Hi,
was the
Kaushik. Good morning. This is Jayanto. I'm really sorry because I'm using my desktop, so I can't put my video on because the webcam is not working. But it's really a nice morning and seeing those lovely smiling faces, especially yours and all the participants. So for me, if you allow me, if I can say, just few words what I have written. Kaushik has experience, research done, and very active. Can connect with people easily and has the organization skills. So and what I felt like, this is absolutely, I'll second with what others said. It's actually a hand mind coordination. So especially I'm like looking inwards, no external influence, as others said. And it's whatever, it's actually that, again, that neuroprocessing. So whatever I'm thinking, it's my, writing goes into my, so again, head and hand coordination, I can say. But
Wow.
really lovely experience, a new thing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the second lesson for all of us is, in order for training our brain, we need a set of techniques. We need meditation. We need a lot of other mindfulness techniques. You can pick anything, guys. In today's world, people are lost what to pick because there are hundreds and hundred things which are available. There are around 300 therapies for training your brain. But the lesson is you need to pick at least one. Every therapy works, guys. If you trust the therapy, it's like this. If you are having a medicine and you don't trust that medicine that it will work. For some people, the medicines don't work. You need to trust that medicine that yes, it will work for me. The same thing goes with mindfulness, meditation, or these kind of techniques. This can be small techniques like this, and there are hundreds and hundreds and plenty of these techniques available. There are hundreds and hundreds of courses like this mindfulness which is available. You don't have to bother so much. Just pick one thing and then keep doing it. Don't be so serious also. Don't be so serious. You just have to pick one thing and then keep doing it, guys. And all you have to do is start with at least 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes. That's it. Even if, let's say, a lot of people say, you know what, I did 4 times, 5 times on January 7th, I just stopped. It's going to happen. That's going to happen. That's human. And people do it 21 days, 30 days. A lot of people do it 21 days, 30 days, right? But don't believe in all that, guys. I know, right? Think about it. Is there anything which you have done every day in all your life, except for your daily rituals? Of course you brush, of course you take bath, of course you eat. Any other habit, if you see, it's human not to do it, not to continue it. But the more and more you can do it, nothing like it. Okay, what if I have not woken up at 5 o'clock today? I woke up at 9 a.m. in the morning, and I can still give me that my 5 minutes. That, right? So, right, my magical 5 minutes. My magical 5 minutes of mindfulness. My magical 5 minutes of mindfulness. And promise.
Kaushik, I'd like to add something here.
Yes, Rohit.
So for everyone's information, my name is Rohit Singh. I work as Manager Learning and Culture with Apollo Medic Super Specialty Hospital. And borrowing something from what Kaushik just said about a medicine you don't trust will not work for you. Because from the hospital background, when I see people, there are multiple such clients who come in here and then say that the medicine is not working. Primarily, what they're saying is that they are not willing to give that chance to the medicine to work. And then it boils down to the same thing about the consistency. So people just want wonders within 24 hours, that they adapt to a therapy or a medicine, and then it should work like a wonder wand, 1 dose or 2 doses, and it should create that impact, which doesn't happen. And I think this is what Kaushik is also trying to drive. That I remember a very famous quote which Denzel Washington during a speech said that without commitment you will never begin, but without consistency you will never finish.
Wow.
So I think that's something which I consistently believe in, and if we believe, we'll definitely be able to finish at least what we started.
Wonderful, wonderful, Rohit. Let's clap for Rohit. What wonderful thoughts in the morning. Really happy. Really happy that you shared this. Thank you, Rohit. Thank you. So, guys, everyone, can you give that 5 minutes to yourself? No one is asking you hours and hours of yours. Just that 5 minutes. And you can do that any point of the day. If you're not able to do it in the morning, afternoon, evening, night before you sleep. But before you sleep, you give that 5 minutes to yourself. This is your 5 minutes, which is focusing on you, Kavita. No one else. No one else is more important in that 5 minutes. Remember, you're already dedicating 23 hours and 55 minutes to others. Can you get that 5 minutes for yourself? Can you get that 5 minutes? That's what you need to ask yourself. And then some days you might not be able to give that 5 minutes. Try at least giving 5 minutes, 5 days a week in a week, in 7 days. And that's a good start. That's a great start. Okay. Now that you have taken care of your present and you're mindful about your present, you should be mindful about your future also. And being mindful about your future is all about planning. We all know. But we all plan. And you would see that people who plan and people who succeed is always like, okay, I plan, but I've never succeeded. Why? Because you need to do planning to act, and people only do planning not to act. So believe in plan to act. A lot of people say, I want to inspire people. For what reason? If I have to ask you, inspire for what? Can you please fill in the blanks for me? Inspire to what? To do what? Inspire to do what? Fill in the blanks, guys.
Inspired to do.
Inspired to do. Inspired to fill in the blanks.
Take action.
Take action. Inspired to
Go ahead.
go ahead. Fill in the blanks. Inspired to
Aspire.
aspire. Wonderful, guys. This is the biggest difference. A lot of people don't tell us what to do after inspire. They keep saying inspire, inspire, inspire. For what? Right? And as most of you said, inspired to act is the biggest inspiration. Now, you can also plan yourself, but you need to plan to act. What is the point of planning when you don't act? That's one of the reasons 95% of the goals in this whole world are never done. They are only in the goal sheet. And human beings are scratching their head. अरे गोल तो मैं लिखता हूँ खत्म ही नहीं होता है, कुछ होता ही नहीं है फिर. I make so much of plans, but होता ही नहीं है कुछ. In fact, I would say, if you're mindful about it, actually, we are all wasting our time in writing those goals. In fact, it adds to our frustration. अरे यार 100 goals लिख के 5 होता है ये, लिखना ही बंद कर दो. If you see a lot of people now, what do you used to write in the start of a year? क्या लिखते थे हम लोग, याद है?
Resolutions.
Resolutions.
80% of people have now stopped writing resolutions. Why?
Because they just remain written resolutions. There's no acting on it.
There is no acting on it. Right? So I would suggest, don't plan so much then. Plan less, act less. That's okay. You'll be happy. Then again replan, and then again act. Again replan, again act. That's the best thing. You will save a lot of time for yourself. Life is all about the simple things, guys. You know it. You do a little analysis, you will know where is your time going, how do I structure myself, and how can I excel? How can I accelerate my journey? So keeping that in mind, remember, you need to now plan for your future so that you can act. And that brings me to the third activity of the day. Okay, in this activity, I want you to pick two cups, two mugs, in fact, not cups, but two mugs, right? Don't go now, huh? I want you to go now and get two mugs for you, but not right now, after some time. Right? You need to get two mugs. And in one mug, you need to fill whatever you think you need for 2021 in terms of your resources, so that you can have an exciting, a productive, and a successful 2021. So your time starts now. And another cup, keep it empty. Keep it empty, guys. Keep it empty. Right? Okay. Your time starts now. So two mugs. One, you need to fill with whatever things you need for 2021. Remember, there are hundreds and hundreds of things, but human beings always have these constraints. You will not have all the resources you want at any point of time. And you need to pick resources which are really, really important for you. So do it, guys. You have 1 minute to do it. You have 1 minute to do it. Get 2 cups. One, you remember, you can fill only whatever the cup can allow you to fill, right? So go for it. Go for it, guys. People are not doing it. Think about it. Think about it. Just see if you can push yourself a little, get a cup from somewhere and put something there. Whatever you feel your mind is telling, just put it. This is your planning for 2021. All those things which you are putting in the cup, you need it in 2021. People are not in the video mode. Ni, Do, Mohammedunas. So I wanted to do this. All our international participants. Mr. Anug. Okay, I can. Dr. Kni. Okay, people who are not in the video mode, I would encourage all of you to be in the video mode so that we can see your cups. What's there in your cups? Very important. Let me see. I give you the challenge to come to the video mode. Dr. Sagarika, Jayant, Vivek, Ashwin, Sujata, Kamal, Mohammedunas, Dovin Min. Dr. Sagarika is here already. Hi, Dr. Sagarika. Wow. You have a lovely, lovely smile. Very good. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I know that is something somebody has told you already and a lot of times. Okay. I can see Narsin, Madhavi picking a lot of things. Kavita is like, wow, man, I will pick a lot of stuff and put it in the cup. Okay, perfect. Arunji has gone to bring his maybe a big cup or something. Okay, Manali has gone to get her cup also. Perfect. Okay, you have 30 seconds more to fill the cup. Try filling the cup. Sujata is trying to fill the cup. Perfect. And keep filling the cup. Keep filling the cup with things, guys. You have this time to fill the cup. This is your own cup. And whatever things you need, you're filling it. Okay. Yes, Dr. Sagarika joined in forms of leadership. We are talking about the mindful people have joined late. We talk about mindful leadership to start with, and then we will get into the lessons from the military leadership, and then finally leadership based on gratitude in the post-noon session. So this is more practical ways of looking at leadership. We all are born leaders. Some of us have learned the skill with time, with experience. Okay, anyone ready already with their cup? Who wants to share? What have you got? And what is the reason why you have those objects in the cup? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? This is called your magical cup for 2021. Okay, Kavita is saying my cup is ready. Wow, wonderful. Okay, good. Okay, who wants to start? Who wants to start? I want to hear people who have not spoken since morning. Sujata, go for it.
Good morning, everyone, and wish you a very happy new year, all of you. To start with, basically, and I'm very lucky that Kaushik ji, you have already started with the information and knowledge sharing, which I really want to be to become the speaker and coach, and I want to achieve that target in this year. So that is kind of resolution which we were talking about, which we we take and we believe. But this time I don't want to do that. So so my cup should be equipped with the training, the adequate training, and for which I have already registered for the course, which will be starting on 23rd of Jan. So training and knowledge and information. Also, we were talking about determination, consistency. So sometimes, I become lazy and I leave, things in between. But whatever projects I have been doing, I need to finish those projects. So I need that consistency and determination. And of course, I need my time management. So, starting today, probably, I'm trying to fill my cup with my, schedule and managing the time as well. And so the resources I need, so I'm looking for the resources. One resource which is already here, which is you. So yeah, so right now, yeah, these are the things which came to my mind. Yes, thank you.
Okay, and did you feel something in the cup, by the way? Wonderful. Did you feel something in the cup yet?
Not yet, in the sense I wanted to, fill it with milk.
Okay, well, what I would suggest you is take some chits and write down whatever you had in your mind. And
no, I don't know this one. Yeah, okay.
What you can do is you can write it in a nice paper, do some chits and put it in the cup.
Okay. Yes, I'll do that, yeah.
Very good. And in your mind, it's getting registered now. Very good, wonderful. Okay, who wants to go next? Leader Kavita, I'll call you all leaders today. Like Leader Kavita, go for it.
There are many things that I put in this cup. Basically, I'll say you something very frankly, like main thing that came to my mind was to be a very good mom to my son, so that I can give a good human being. That's the number one thing. Number two, what I always wanted to do, so I've registered your course also. I wanted to be a NLP leader and coach also. Three, I'm a YouTuber. My cooking and sari draping is passion for me. So I really wanted to do this two things very nicely and properly, so that, and I want to have a very good house for myself.
Wow, very good, Kavita. And to all the super moms, because of you guys, we are all existing. Let's clap for all the super moms. Let's clap for all the super moms. Wonderful. So Divya, let me see what you have in your cup. I want to see.
So my cups are in the sink, so I couldn't get the cup. But if there's one thing I want to, like a resource for 2025,
Okay.
yeah.
I think Divya, you are on mute.
The host has muted me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's some ghost, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. So the only resource I want for 2021 is to find my ikigai.
Very good. Wonderful. Yes, ikigai in Japanese. We call it the purpose. Wonderful. Thank you, Divya. Thank you. Okay. Who else has got the cup filled? Sunita, go for it.
So this is my cup, my favorite color, purple. Okay. For me, it's nothing materialistic, because I believe everything has to do with me and my ability to create and get what I want. So things like determination, persistence, resilience, positivity, self-love, most important, because everything starts from me. And I kind of started working on that during lockdown, because my one resolution that used to be there every year was losing weight. And like you said, you got a plan to act. So I physically started getting into going for walks, and now it's like this craving that my body feels every day. So it does become a habit. So this morning I could not go. I was up at 7 o'clock because I knew I had to be on a session at 10. But the next 4 days it's gonna be pouring out here. So I'm like, okay, no, I need to go for my walk. But yeah, more to do with inherent characteristics, being mindful, being deliberate in terms of what I do, making the right choices, prioritizing time management, like somebody mentioned, because I think everything has to do with managing your tasks versus time, and knowing what's priority, because you can't put everything in your list. Otherwise, you just have a wish list what you got. So a lot of things to do, but if you look at the more the bigger picture, then it's career, definitely buying a new car, which obviously the characteristics and what I'm putting into the cup will help me attain that dream. So that's what I have in there in my purple mug.
The famous purple mug. Very good. Wonderful. Let's clap for Sunita. Let's clap for Kavita. Let's clap for Divya. And let's clap for everyone who filled their cups with hope, with resources, so that they can be more powerful. Thank you for doing this activity, guys. Do you know why you filled this cup? Simple, because somebody has asked you to do. Somebody has asked you to do so. And do you know why the other cup is empty?
To fill that one when this one starts getting empty, or when we start meeting our the
You didn't
ingredients
tell
in
us.
this cup.
You didn't tell us to fill that also.
So that we can prioritize our thing, like what more priority we can put in that empty one.
Because somebody told you to keep it empty. Divya?
I was saying that maybe because we have not acted upon it until now, which is why it's empty. So resources are there, but we still need to act upon it.
Everyone, all of us have the same amount of time, the same amount of energy. God has given equally to all of us, guys. Some people are trying to fill one cup. Some people are trying to fill 2 cups. Some people are trying to fill multiple cups. The choice is all yours. You had same amount of time. The choice is all yours. So people who have not filled the second cup, 2021 is the day, is the time, is the year where you can start filling those cups. Remember, these objects are not just objects. These ideas are not just ideas, but these are things which is there in your mind since a long time. Your mind is telling you to do this, but mind can only accomplish things when the body allows mind to do so. And somewhere the mind would only be happy. If the mind is happy, the mind will do more, guys. This is how the mind works. So you need to make sure your mind is happy, because your mind leads and your body acts. Your mind leads, your body acts. Your mind plans, your body acts. Right? Your mind visualizes, the body makes it act, makes it possible. Now, this is where most of us are not able to accomplish things. Because one, we don't prioritize. Second, we don't act. Again, coming to that same point. So make sure, guys, that you don't have so many things also in those cups. When you have too many things, you'll not be able to make it simplified. Just have 2 or 3 things, that's it. And keep working on it the whole year. It will definitely be a great recipe for you to bounce back and be more confident about things. You have not been able to focus in 2020 because of the pandemic on a lot of things which you always wanted to do, and because of constraints, you are not able to. But again, the cup got filled with something else which you have never planned to do so. But 2021, it's going to be again your year where whatever you have learned, you can act. And I would urge again all of you to look at your cups and see what's there in the cups. If possible, keep the cup in your desks. Keep an empty cup and keep putting, even if whatever you need, keep putting, guys, in the form of chits. And something will be reminding you. Something, because remember, All of us need a little push. And you don't need external pushes. Your cup will keep inspiring you to do more. Okay, so how many of you are liking it? How many of you are enjoying? How many of you are enjoying? Can we do more activities? Can we see more smile? Can we see more smile? We have not even started. Arunji will start, and you will see that you have got so many lessons. When Shekhar comes in the afternoon, you would see, wow, there are so many lessons. So keeping that in mind, if you have to be mindful about things, there are two things which you need to understand, guys. The first thing is, when you talk about movement, right? Let's say, how do you define this moment? How do you define this moment? How do you define present? How do you define present? Is present existing? Is present existing?
It's the now.
It's the now. But did you notice that the now has already become past?
Yes.
The now has already become past.
Every second goes by, the present becomes the past.
And people are asking you to act now, but now is already past. Did you see the irony? Did you see? A lot of people still not believe, huh? Is that the case? Of course. Think about it logically. I am not speaking now, I've already spoken. And people think, oh, I'm not able to perform, I'm not able to perform, I'm not able to perform. So a lot of leaders created this, and this has helped them a lot. And I'm going to share that with you. This is something my mentor, who used to be the Steve Jobs coach, John Mattone, has taught me. And I've been using this since last 7 years. What he taught me is the present is already past. And you need to define present for yourself. If you ask me, what's my now? What's my now? What's my present? I always say my now is this week. For me, present is this week. This week. It starts from Monday and it ends on Sunday. Starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. And I always plan for this week. I have a plan B. If I cannot do it in weekdays, I will do it in weekend. And every week is like a milestone. Every week, I wanted to create something where in future, I will think, you know what, I've created this. Every week, I need a kick. Not by having alcohol or having drugs, but a kick where I can tell myself, you know what? Today I've learned this from Arunji. So magical. Today I met Sunita, who's such a lovely person. And today I wrote a book. And it's not today, but this week. I always say, in this 3 weeks, how can I help 3 people? Like Salman Khan used to do. How can I write 3 pages, which is magical? And how can I speak to 3 more new people? That's it. And I'm also like Kavita, who loves cooking. How can I create some unique dish, which I will say, wow, I've created it. No one, I don't need any validation from anyone. It's my own validation. So guys, if you want to live in the moment, you have to define that moment for you. That moment can be 1 day, 7 days. Don't go beyond 7 days. You'll not do anything, right? But a lot of people actually use segments of the day as a day. Let's say, for example, morning to till work is one segment. Work can be one more segment. After work can be one more segment. They live 3 days in one day. By the way. They live 3 days in one day and they plan, right? And starting of the day, they will have an incantation or an affirmation saying, I'm going to achieve this week or this day or this segment of the day. And they keep doing a lot of energy. And it doesn't happen, they say, hey, doesn't matter, it did not happen. But next time I will find out a way. Next time I will find out a way. So with that, can we all close our eyes? Can we all close our eyes? Can we close our eyes? Can we close our eyes? Can we close our eyes? And think about our dreams, things we want to do in 2021. Things which we've always planned to do. And you're trying to do it in 2021. There is no try. We are actually doing. Now think about the dreams. When you're thinking about your dreams, don't think about constraints. Don't think about, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have resources, I don't have friends, my spouse is not supporting me. Some spouses are there not to support you. They're your biggest critic, by the way, and because they love you. So think about all your dreams. Think about that new recipe which you're going to create. Think about the new dance step which you're going to learn. Think about the new team which you're going to get in your corporate journey. And you're going to make sure that team is your extended family in 2021. Your team is indeed your extended family. You treat them like family, they will treat you like family. Think about all your dreams once again. And think about all the constraints. I don't have money, I don't have resources, I don't have time, I don't have the skill, I don't have the knowledge. I'm lost, I don't know, I'm not worth it. Think about all that constraints. This can be your beliefs, this can be your limited beliefs. When you are thinking about your constraints, take nice deep breaths. Nice deep breaths. Take nice deep breaths. And for a moment, think about a ray of light which is entering your body from your head to toe. That ray of light which the Almighty is giving you, the universe is giving you, your parents are giving you. The ray of light is slowly entering your head, your brain, charging your brain for 2021. It's a ray of yellow light. It's entering slowly. It's now in your mind, your brain. And slowly and steadily that light is spreading all over your body, in your hands, in your legs, in your heart, in your back, in your abdomen, everywhere. While the light is entering, sit like a mountain, sit tall like a mountain, like a superwoman and a superman. Sit tall, experience it. And tell in your mind, I would attain my dreams no matter what the constraints are. I will find out a way. I will find out a way. I will find out a way. Slowly and steadily. Now you can open your eyes. How is the feeling, guys? How is the feeling? Did you feel something good? Sunita, you want to talk to me?
Yes, Kaushik. Felt good. Focus is only on what I want to do. There were no thoughts on constraints, but just believed that it's going to happen. And yeah, it was just absolutely positive experience.
Wonderful.
Sir,
Wonderful.
I have a question. Like whatever you said, at times what happen, we give our 100%. Things happen, things are in process, but suddenly there's some natural calamities kind things happen in your life, and they obstruct each and every time when you are at the verge of just success. Say for 5 years, 7 years, like you are on the verge of success, you have done everything, and just at the time some death, something like severe things happens in life, and then you are taken back. So this is something how to deal with this.
Very good. Very good. Wonderful, guys. Wonderful situation. I think almost all of us have experienced it in our lifetime. Some of us experience it more, and some of you have experienced it less. You know what, guys? These kind of things, people say these kind of things will exist, right? You have to really be strong, confident, right? Do it. But when we start doing it, we feel, yes, there are constraints and I'm not able to do it. And that's where you get stuck. And that's where you don't know what to do next. You feel like, hey, I was almost there and not there. Let's say laddu मुंह में आ गया है लेकिन खा नहीं पा रहे. Now some of these things, it's going to only go when you exactly look at the things in terms of what all is happening as a pattern. And I'm sure NLP, mindfulness, neuroscience has the answer. So Kavita, we need to understand what are the patterns which you are going through. And why is that in your mind is saying that always in the last moment things are not working. Always in the last moment. So there is some pattern which your mind is developing. And your body and mind probably are not in sync on this. The body doesn't want to do, in fact. Right? And that's where I think we need a longer session, right? Where you can spend with either Arunji or me or Shekhar so that we can talk it out and identify some of these patterns. So good that you're already part of the NLP program, right? Mindfulness and NLP program which you have. It will definitely, it has helped us a lot, guys. It has helped us a lot. It will. Everyone says, NLP has transformed my life. Neuroscience has transformed my life. I don't believe in that. Right? No therapies can transform yourself, but it can give you ideas. It can give you those things which will make you think differently, and that's how you'll be much more competent to take care of the situations. That's what it will do. So, Kavita, look forward for that session, for those sessions, and your answers lies there. Your answers lie there. I'm happy that you're thinking about it already. Right? And if possible, write down what are your patterns. You know what? This incident, aise ruk gaya. This incident, aise ruk gaya. The third incident, aise ruk gaya. So when you have this written down, you will see people like Arunji can sit with you, I can sit with you, and find out, hey, Kavita, you know what? This is probably the thing. And then you acknowledge, right? Remember, ultimately, you have to acknowledge it. Right? And we can do that. No problem. So keeping that in mind, before we go for a break and before I invite the master mentor, Arunji, one of the things which is very, very key for you to be mindful, you to mindfully lead, is something called as is something called as patience. Patience is the key. And that's where I strongly feel that the way things are, people sometimes, resources, objects, situations, ecosystem will make things a little uncomfortable for you. You want to be comfortable, but you are dependent on a lot of things around you. Your world has many worlds within. Your world has many worlds within. Even if you try to be mindful about things and things are not mindful, you'll go back to your earlier way of working, leading. And that's where this quote has helped me a lot in my life. And the quote says, be comfortable being uncomfortable. Write down, guys. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Life is all about duality, according to me. D-U-A-L-I-T-Y. There has to be, if you're learning now something, you're also unlearning something. If you're getting rich, you're also losing something. If you're getting happy, you're losing something. God has made it like this. Some of you don't even know what are you losing when you're gaining something, because you are so much focused on gaining that you are not even thinking about what are you losing. And a lot of people are only concentrating on what are they losing. They don't even know what are they gaining. In fact, if you are concentrating on what are you gaining and you are not concentrating on what are you losing, though it's a universal phenomena, you are good. You're good because your mind is very positive, your body is active, right? But there are also people who only concentrate on what they're losing and not concentrating in that whole process what they're gaining. And that is where you will be feeling very, very uncomfortable. That why me? Why am I losing so much in life? And that's where you need to tell yourself, that's okay. There is a little uncomfort. I am being uncomfortable. But I know that uncomfortable is part and parcel of life. Being uncomfortable is part and parcel of life. That's why these therapies, which are well proven, like NLP or neuroscience, they tell you that in a day, the day can be a collection of something called as resourceful moments and unresourceful moment. A resourceful moment is something where you will feel energetic, where you will feel powerful, where you will feel abundance, where you will feel, wow, life is so exciting, life is beautiful. And there are also unresourceful moments where you will feel there is no energy. Right? Somebody tells you something and it is now ignited, that thing. You wanted to be happy. You did that prayer in the morning, so Bhagwan, mujhe itna shakti dena ki din acha jaye. Then all of a sudden something pops up and din acha nahi ja raha. Right. So guys, there ought to be those unresourceful moments. There ought to be those unresourceful moments. And you need to be prepared for it. A day can go really well where there are more resourceful moments compared to unresourceful moments. You cannot deny the existence of unresourceful moments. It will be there. It can be an 80-20, it can be a 60-40, can be a 70-30. In fact, it's an 80-20. You should eye for 80-20. I should, hey Bhagwan, mujhe 80% resourceful karna or 20% unresourceful karna. Chalega. I will take care of myself. and be mindful about it. If you accept that, guys, you will demonstrate the fact that I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And that can make you a great leader. You will lead the day, you lead the month, you lead the year. So ladies and gentlemen, that was my lessons from mindful leadership. How can you be a mindful leader? Let's clap for all of you for being such a great audience. Such a great audience. To me, mindfulness is simple, guys. We make it complicated. It's all about observing. It's all about understanding what is present. It's all about finding out what are resourceful moments and unresourceful moments. And it's all about making sure that we are comfortable being uncomfortable. So with that, I wanted to really thank you for being such a nice audience. On a new year, you are here learning, all you 34 people. I'm so happy for all of you. So happy for all of you. So did you learn anything? Did you learn anything? Who can tell me what did you learn today from your mindful leadership lessons?
To be prepared for the day when resources are not available. That's the important thing that I learned. And second important thing is we should prepare our present, which is not now. At least a week we should be prepared.
Wow. Wow. Let's clap for Kavita. She has been a great student, I would say, right? I think this is what can change things, guys. Right? She has got so much of experience, but still she's a student by heart. And that's what I love about you. Thank you, Kavita, for being there. Okay. Who else has learned anything? Any suggestions? Anything you want to share with your team? Remember, it's all about learning from each other. Narsin, Mr. Ravel, go for it. You've been smiling all the day. I love your smile. I think he's on mute probably. We're not able to hear him. Okay. Okay. Who else wants to go for it? Who else wants to go for it? Who wants to share? If you're not able to do it in the video mode, guys, please put it in the chat box. Please put your learnings in the chat box so that everyone can gain from it. Everyone can gain from it. That's the key. And we all need each other. Okay, with that, can we all have a promise before we take a break? And raise your hand, raise your hand. And the hand goes, do it in such a way that you can put this on your heart like this. Is it possible? Is it possible? Right? On your heart, on your heart. On your heart, on your heart, on your heart. Ah, okay. No, not possible, not possible. Keep trying the whole year. And whenever you're trying, remember me. Right? That guy was so weird. He taught us this, you know. No worries, guys. Put your hand on your heart and say, close your eyes and say, I will lead. I will lead. Okay, you can do it together. Let's get into let's unmute each other. Let's unmute each other and tell me, guys, I will lead.
I will lead.
And not follow.
And not follow.
I will create.
I will
Create.
And not destroy.
And not destroy.
I will lead.
I will lead
And not follow.
And not
not
follow.
follow.
So keep leading, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, let's have a break. Other side of the break, we will meet you guys. Shekhar has something to share.
Kaushik, hail Mugambo.
Hey, Mugambo, Kushwa. Right? Keep smiling like this, guys. In 2021, right? We are trying to learn from each other. That's the best part. We are trying to shape up our 2021. And if it can be accelerated, right? Don't be the same one who can only talk and not do. Right? We have been all good speakers, talkers. Right? We talk, but we don't do. Right? So keep acting, guys, little bit, right? And be happy, and things will change.